Like for example, pagsasali sa basketball, dun lang.
Pero
Pero
other than that, wala na.
I have a day job ako
Saan ka?
for Rain or Shine. Pero sa sa Rain or Shine,
Hindi ng team. Uy, hindi ng team.
ano,
Rain or shine.
yung always, yung paint. Dahil ko nga hinihiritan yun eh. Pwede yung boss eh, uy, baka pwede sama na ako dun sa basketball.
Ayaw na.
Lahat daw kasi si Onseng yung
Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit.
Hindi naman to full time ko.
From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniform. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different.
Kaya nagsiset up. Baka nagtataka ka kasi. Ako, siyempre takataka.
Hindi sila, junior.
I think, hindi na. First time. Sabi ko nga, wala nang pre-game. Everybody just wants to watch the game. Pinractice ko maraming mga linya. Joke lang.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT saya all. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga kaya lipat at load na sa TNT. Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Diction is important. Tone is important. Hindi yung nakatrust lang sa first.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT saya all. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga kaya lipat at load na sa TNT. Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan! The new Smart Junior Plan, made for me! For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama.
The long wait is now over, mga kaliga. Let's get right into the action of game number 1 between the EAC Generals and the St. Dominic Pikemen for the first game of a triple header this Saturday afternoon at the ENDERUN Titan Gym. Definitely a lot of college basketball to be played this afternoon, so let's get right into it. We'll be turning it over to our game announcer for the start of game number 1.
versus GUANG College. Live on the official Facebook and YouTube channel, Pinoyliga Cup. This is the 2025 Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup Season 4. And to begin with, here's the starting lineup for ESC Generals. At forward number 12, Jacob Shanoda. At guard number 14, Nico Hinal. Playing center number 28, Cello Noristo. Forward number 30, Brian Angeles. Point guard number 88, Kai Orchavo. EAC Generals is led by Noy Catalan. Now the starting unit for GUANG Flying Dragons. Coming in at center number 2, John Orias. Founded forward number 7, Stephen Ihedem.
And starters on your screens now, Ochavo, Kinal, Loristo, Angeles, and Shanoda will be your starting 5 for EAC, and GUANG going with a very news 5 now with Pareñas, Hamyas, Orias, Lactautao, and Ihebem. This will be your starting infantry for the GUANG College Flying Dragons and the EAC Generals for the first game this afternoon here at the ENDERUN Titan Gym. The continuation now of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. Mix Gonzalez here with Nico Arshaga, Bianca Tagarda on the sidelines, who will be listening to later on. Nico, great to be with you. Di na tayo nakapag-usap kanina, but a good matchup to start our triple header today.
Yes, we'll be seeing the behemoth, Mr. Stephen Ihebem against I could say the Giant Slayer in Kyle Chavo.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the daunting difference between these teams, not St. Dominic, GUANG having their FSA, but EACs, because of the rules of the NCAA, wala silang FSA. So any instant impact we should be seeing here, specifically with Ihebem and Akinyedi waiting on the sidelines.
Yes, they should have been more dominant in terms of scoring and defense for Mr. Ihebem and Akinyedi for GMC. And for EAC, malaking factor to sa kanila kasi madami silang matututunan how to defend more efficiently against these FSAs.
But getting right on the board was Jacob Shanoda with a 3 of his own, getting started with a 3-0 lead here for the Generals. As we know, the Generals, the recently crowned Pinoyliga Next Man Cup champions, upsetting the CSB Blazers last week. Parang kakatapos lang, pero ngayon Collegiate Cup na ulit tayo. Almost the same lineup. Offensive foul there on Ihebem.
Yes, and for the EAC Generals, I think this is the best way to be more productive in terms of the veterans. Since based on the stat sheet that we saw for the EAC, isang beses tumira to si Jacob Shanoda.
Yeah.
And at the ng first quarter, siya unang nakashoot.
3-pointer again on the way for Kinal, but could not connect. Ochavo recollects for a second chance. To the right wing. Met by that GUANG defense, crowded by the black shirts. EAC struggling just a bit on that possession, but GUANG with a much well-deserved stop.
Yes, and I think based on what we saw on their previous game for the AAC Generals, maganda ang shooting performance nila sa 3
Oh, yeah.
3 points dito.
Coming from their last time. Pero mamaya,
Yes.
baka madaanan natin yan. In the middle of our game, AAC trying to look for that perimeter shot early, but stepping out of bounds. Not looking where he was there. Pareñas will inbound here for Guangming.
Yes. And again, I would also acknowledge parang hindi natin nakikita si Deo Lucero for the AAC Generals.
Oh, yeah.
Isa sa mga veteran point
Parang
guards
nakita
nila.
ko siya kanina pero hindi
Oo.
pala. Si Felix Villarente yata yung
Yeah.
nakita ko.
So,
Pero while we've just started the first quarter, you can catch our games live at the www.pusop.com, the Smart Sports Facebook page, and the Pinoyliga Cup's Facebook and YouTube channel. We'd also like to give a special shout out and appreciation to our official venue partner here at the ENDERUN Titan Gym, our official outfitter LGR, our official ticketing partner Ticket to Me, Amalie Hotel Manila, Buffalo Wings and Things, Eastern Communications, and Smart 5G. The Pinoyliga is also a proud member of the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas.
and again, Migs, makikita natin dito, they've been asserting themselves sa paint. So, mas makikita natin sa GMC yung eagerness sila to finish near the basket.
And that's very unorthodox, I'd say, against a team like the EAC Generals, which pride themselves in those walls of defense. Pag nakalagpas ka na sa primary defender, pagod ka na eh.
Yes.
Yun yung nagiging forte na tong EAC. But let's see, after this defensive stop, Shanoda looking for the handoff. Ochavo goes one-on-one with Orias. Shanoda stays with it. Two-man game inside. In and out, Ihebem collects.
Yes, isa pang nanonotice ko dito for GMC, they started Hamyas o Otsavo.
Oo.
So, dito natin pwedeng sabihin na they wanted to interrupt the flow of the offense by putting a bigger guard on Kyle Otsavo.
At sa mga, siguro, wala namang first time makita si Kyle Ochavo.
Oo.
If you're a fan of the EAC Generals or just NCAA basketball in general, nakita niyo na to. Binansagang Giant Killer,
Yes.
the defense stopper. Ang dami ng nickname yan. Nito ni Kyle Ochavo. Pero kaya talagang best defender yung ilalagay mo dyan in Hamyas.
Tama.
Laktao Tao, also one of the better role players for the Flying Dragons. Gets an and one inside. Gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Nakikita natin dito, Biggs, na very eager talaga sila to finish in the basket kasi with their loss, their unfortunate loss to St.
2 points
Dominic.
lang.
Yeah, with 2 points. Ang dami silang miss layups that time eh. So I think isa to sa mga pinagpracticean nila.
Ochavo will reset the attack here for EAC. On him is Joshua Hamyas. Shanoda provides the screen.
Wow.
Excellent give play. Shanoda with the finish inside.
And makita natin doon, Mix, na there's a chance na pwede nang itira ni Kylo Chavez, but the patience was really there for him.
Here we go again. Ochavo, no look pass to the right side.
Wow.
And that's terror for Guangming.
Kylo Chavo creating havoc this early for the AAC Generals. Even,
Not much involvement here from
yeah.
Ihebem yet.
Actually, isa to sa mga nakita kong kailangan nilang, if they wanted to win in today's game, they have to put Ibehem at the priority of their offense.
Speaking of Ihebem scoring on that quick spin inside to get the game within one.
Yeah, since there's no FSA for the AAC Generals,
Easy pickings there.
he needs to be more assertive in terms of offense.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yan yung isa natin sa mga nakikita kay Ihebem. No? Not much of a shot creator yet in his FSA role, pero that's shoes that he has to fill if he wants to increase the threat of this Guangming team. Shot clock now reads 10. Pareñas out to Laktao Tao. Free lane to the rim. Just short hands that shot. Shinoda will run the length of the floor.
Yeah. And again, I would also want to say that yung generation of basketball right now, talagang positionless na eh. Even
Positionless basketball.
your
Yep.
fourth guy or your four position, dribbles the ball well. Siya na nagbaba ng ball and eventually he got the foul on Hamyas.
And also no immediate stop there from Guangming, stopping itong si Shanoda. Pero foul pang nakuha niya. Now 3 team fouls each for both of these squads.
Yes. And again, with GMC's last game nila, 6 straight points ang ginawa ni Akiendi doon. Pagkapasok niya, 6 straight points. So let's see if ganun din ang gagawin niya in today's ball game.
The platoon swap here for Guangming. Pecolera puts his defender in a spin cycle pero patay ang butiki doon para kay Joshua De Puyart. Trying to look for Buena Obra. Swings to the left side, back to Pecolera. Good defense here by EAC. Left wing shot, no good.
Ang ganda ng naging flex offense sila doon. It was all about patience and finding the better shot.
Good. Actually, good spacing there from
good
Guangming.
spacing.
Hindi lang naka-convert doon. EAC also turning the ball over.
Ayan, nakikita na natin ang mukhang magsasub na ang kanilang super rookie in EJ Castillo.
Yep. Oh, what a shot.
Wow.
That's just better offense there from Gerald Buena Obra. The defense was right in his face and landed the shot anyway.
Oh, platoon swap for EAC Generals.
Guangming was first and now the Generals with a full 5 change. As we take a look at this instant replay, shot so nice you gotta see it twice from Gerald Buena Obra.
Wow. And I think we're seeing the insertion of EJ Castillo. I wanna applaud the confidence of this rookie. Nung tinignan ko yung stats ng EAC Generals, he was the bright, how can I say, siya yung may pinakamataas na
Efficiency.
Yeah, and yung field goal attempts with 11 field goal attempts with their last game against UP. So, isipin mo being a rookie, having that green light to shoot, 11 attempts, yung mga veterans, konti lang
Oh, and dribbling it off his foot was Tolentino. So ball goes back to Guangming. Yeah, definitely a spotlight on this EJ Castillo for Emilio Aguinaldo. Getting the award of finals MVP in the end of the Next Man Cup. Definitely a lot to show from this guy traveling. Will be called on Buena Obra.
And imagine, rookie ka lang and you've been awarded for the finals MVP. So
crazy.
Grabe yung effect niyan sa confidence mo.
Tolentino being guarded by Pecolera. Inside now is Postanes. But passing to nobody. Baka nahilo pa sa biyahe yan.
That's the second straight turnover for the AAC Generals. Mukhang hindi natutuwa si Coach Noy.
Timeout will be called for now by Coach Paul Ramos and the Flying Dragons. 8-7 is our score. We'll be right back for more action. Back for more game 1 now between the Generals and the Flying Dragons. Early lead here for Guangming. What's been working here for the Flying Dragons, Nico?
I think their defense for the GMC, yun ang isa sa mga malaking factor nila in their previous games. So yung defense talaga, doon talaga sila umaasa.
But looking at the Generals now, they've held Guangming to 8 points pa lang. A pretty low scoring quarter here for the Flying Dragons. What's been successful for this general squad?
I think yung familiarity for the AAC Generals in terms of defense, they've been rotating very well. So, dun din natin makikita yung tiwala mo sa mga teammates mo na may sasalo sa'yo every time na mabublow by ka.
And salo-salo ng net nun.
Yes.
Yung tres ni Jerolan Omandak, also one of the main scoring options of this EAC squad, but also committing a foul on the other end against Akinyedi.
Yes, I think it's very hard for us for GMC to look for a cure for this FSA since wala din silang FSA, so sila lang din talaga magtutulungan on how to defend Steven Ehebem and Mr. Akinyedi.
But it's almost like all the offense that GUANG has played so far is through their non-FSA players.
Yes.
Ngayon, nagiging second, third chance points na lang ito, sina Akinyedi tsaka si Ehebem. So, an interesting play here by Coach Paul Ramos. I wonder kung ba't kaya ganun. But
Yes,
malamang may dahilan yan.
As what we're seeing right now, talagang umaasa sila dun sa execution ng plays. I think they've been using the flex motion.
Yeah.
So, anong nangyayari, if they break down the defense, dun nagkakaroon ng chance na madrap pasan or magkaroon ng second chance points tong sila Akinyedi, sila Ehebem. So, makikita talaga natin all their points are inside their offense or the flow of the offense.
Sa mga hindi masyadong nakakaalam, Nico, kasi katulad ko, mga basketball enthusiast lang tayo. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng flex offense? You mentioned it about 3 times earlier.
Ang flex offense kasi, this is where you use everybody inside the court.
Okay.
So, you pass the ball and then that guy will go to the other guy to set the screen. So, hahanapin talaga natin yung free or yung pinakamataas ng percentage to make a score.
So usually ba, anong klaseng personnel yung kailangan mo para maging successful ang isang flex offense? Kasi for sure, hindi naman lagi yan yung pwedeng gamitin. But there's a reason why Coach Paul Ramos uses it. What do you think?
I think the success of flex offense is just being ready to shoot the 3-pointer. Kasi the more na ma-open yung outside, the more na magkakaroon ng chance yung inside.
Okay. Eh ngayon, hindi pa kasi nakakagawa ng threat tong GUANG as Akinyedi sinks the first free throw.
At hindi pa natin nakikita yung full court pressure ng
EAC.
GMC.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Ng GUANG as well.
GUANG, yeah. Kasi last game nila with St. Dominic, I think they got 14 steals out of the pressure defense. So that will make wonders for them if gagawin din nila today.
That's gonna be a foul on Jethro Bakod after that last one. Pero penalty na ngayon, both teams. So it's free throws now.
I think madami din talagang pros and cons yung pagkakaroon ng rule ng NCAA not to
have
include,
FSAs, no?
Have FSAs.
Foreign student athletes, sa mga hindi nakakaalam ng FSA, no?
Kumbaga yung tinatawag nilang foreign students, mga ganon. Kasi you'll be having a chance to have more Filipino students na ma-line up.
That's Tolentino's shot, just could not get it to fall. GUANG implemented their full court press in that last possession. EAC now on the half court defense. Depoyard out to Orias. Could not convert. Akinyede blocked at the top by Bakod.
Katulad ni Bakod. Madadala nila itong experience ito fighting with, hindi naman fighting, pero competing against Akinyede, Ehebem.
And Kurt Lactao-Tao, actually one of the wider players nitong GUANG squad. One of the role players, I'd say, nitong Flying Dragons.
Madadala nila ito sa mga ibang liga nila.
Definitely. Akinyede inhales another rebound. Runs out of space, pero nandun si Depoyard, if I'm not mistaken. Castillo on the break with Postanes. Threading the needle with that one.
Yeah, that's perfect. And how you will run that fast break.
EAC immediately recognizing Akinyede. Kapag nakahawak ng bola, lalapit na kagad yung depensa. Benoobra, another tough shot. Ball is loose. Pecolera gets it. No again. Akiniedi on the third try.
If you don't box out these guys, kukunin talaga nila yung bola. Parang pag nakikita nila yung bola, parang gold mine eh.
Bit too strong for EJ, but the Generals get another chance. Noy Catalan shouting the last barking orders for the Generals.
Oh.
Castillo with a little sidestep against Victor. Does not work. Omandak from the parking lot. Yes, sir! And he officially seals the first quarter with a bang. 3-point lead for EAC against the UCBL GMC Dragons. We'll be right back for the second quarter. Magbabalik po tayo, mga kaliga.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only Chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT. Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Magandang pangitain yan for the AMC.
Actually, hindi humingi siya initially for an alley-oop.
Yeah.
Pero hindi na bato ni Pareñas. Kaya siya nasabihan
Yes.
nito ni Ihebem. It would have resulted in an easier two. And ngayon, he will split the free throws if this one goes in.
Medyo maganda naman yung ano niya eh. He has a good flow.
A good stroke. Yeah,
good
decent.
stroke for a center.
Tolentino being hounded by this GUANG defense. Castillo in Ihebem's face.
And again, the confidence of this rookie. Going one-on-one against Stephen Ihebem.
And parang factor yung mismong tira ni EJ, no? I mean, if you were to compare it from the usual jump shot of an average Pinoyliga or college player, at that, ang taas ng elevation. I mean, look at this. So, ang tagal niyang nasa ere. So, it's more time for the defender to catch him on the foul. And now, it's gonna be 3 free throws here for EJ.
Yes. And I could also remember when I first saw this person or for this player kay EJ, tawag sa kanya nung high school Kobe Bryant because
Young Mamba to.
yeah, young Mamba kasi sa pag nag-back down na siya, parang ginagaya talaga niya si Kobe.
Exactly the same. I mean, in terms of
Even the ano eh, the stroke, yeah, yung follow through niya.
tingnan mo naman yung suot niya sa kaliwa niyang kamay, Nico. Kung hindi pa yan.
Oo.
But I mean, the sky's the limit for this guy. He just got Next Man Cup Finals MVP. He's now donning the General's jersey and getting a steal here.
Yes.
Jump stop, Kobe rin eh.
That's quick 5 points.
That's a 5-0 run here for EJ Castillo, coming straight off the bench, serving 5 points hot and ready against the Flying Dragons. 9-point lead now for EAC. We'll be right back for the second quarter.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
Enough time to talk about what happened in the first 1.5 minutes. Here in the second quarter, it's been all about EAC here, Nico.
Yes. And again, isa sa malaking factor kung bakit may 9-point lead ang EAC is because of their full court pressure. Ayan, may full court trap pa nga sila right now. And missing piece sila dito si Hamyas for the GMC.
Joshua Hamyas.
Yeah, Joshua Hamyas.
But now, he's back in the ball game for the Flying Dragons. Mukhang na-realize na ni na Coach Paul Ramos na mukhang kailangan pa natin ng konting length dito sa Guangming. But now, shot clock reads 17. Akinyedi hands it off Pareñas. Orias for 3.
Oh, that's short.
Mukhang nahilo ulit sa biyahe from Tagaytay. So, mga hindi nakakaalam, ang Guangming, nanggagaling pa sila sa Tagaytay whenever they have a game dito sa Pinoyliga. Yun yung binabiyahe nila. The dedication, the commitment that these guys have to the game. It's very, very remarkable.
And of course, yung yung experience nila makukuha nila dito sa Pinoyliga Cup. Sobrang ganda at madadala nila for sure for their mother leagues.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, itong Guangming sa UCBL naglalaro ito. Tapos EAC, as we all know, sa NCAA ang mother league nito.
Right now, we're seeing a matchup against Joshua Amias and EJ Castillo.
Great pass by Tolentino but could not finish on that play was Mac Jacob. Ang ganda na ng pasa na yun.
Yes, and I think Coach Paul Ramos, ang gusto niya dito, ma-interrupt talaga ang scorers ng EAC Generals. First, we saw Joshua Amias guarding Kylo Chavo, and now we're seeing him guarding EJ Castillo, who had his own 5-0 run.
And EJ Castillo actually was also shut down nung last game ng EAC, no?
Yes.
Na hindi siya masyado nakascore against UP, so nahihirapan against those taller defenders. But EAC, this complete team chemistry, mas umaapaw kontra dito sa Guangming.
Yes, I would agree na mahirap talaga. Well, again, that's UP for sure. Mahihirapan ka talaga doon because of their stacked lineup.
High arcing short stab there from Pareñas. Now EAC with the plan of attack. Postanes. Castillo against Hamyas. A little jab work and that's easy for Castillo.
That's 7 points now for EJ.
Hamyas all the way. High arcing floater.
There you go.
Flex on him, why don't you?
And again, yung first 2 points ni Joshua Hamyas from their last game came sa fourth quarter na. Sa putback pa. That's his only 2 points. So right now, I think for them to win this game is to have more contribution in terms of scoring para dito kay Joshua Hamyas. Hindi kaya ni Steven Ehebem to mag-isa.
Mag-isa, yeah. Kaya nandyan si Joshua Jamias. I mean, the previous conference, hindi siya nakapaglaro masyado itong si Jamias because I believe he was coming from an injury.
Yes.
Pero now, in the Collegiate Cup, well and healthy itong si Joshua.
And I think we haven't saw Pareñas. Hindi pa nakakashoot si Pareñas dito.
Nakashoot na siya actually sa
Oh, sorry.
isang short stab
yeah,
on the corner.
Short stab sa right corner.
Pero also one of the role-playing scorers.
Yes.
Etong si Kent Pareñas. Katulad ni na J.D. Manuel na hindi pa pinapasok dito sa GUANG. Castillo.
Wow, look
Spin
at
move,
that.
one up fake. But good defense there by GUANG. Took 2 defenders to stop him
Yes.
there.
And again, si Pareñas kasi, he was the bright spot for the GMC from their last game with 14 points.
Travel call there against Kurt Lactao-Tao, getting a bit too aggressive off that spin. Villarenta now will bring it down against Pareñas. A fresh 20 here for EAC.
Again, meron din ang EAC, meron din silang flex motion dito.
Yep. Those are the screens, and here comes the screener, and
Yeah.
excellent placement there. That was Mac Jacob on that baby hook.
That's a better execution of a flex motion. We see that they started up top and they finished inside.
Once they saw that gap, in-inject kagad ni Kosa
Yeah.
yung sarili niya doon, tapos nakita niya si Jacob.
And they wanted to get the attention of Akinyedi. Kaya maganda yung extra pass dun.
Swings it to the corner. Lactao-Tao in the corner. Gets it to go. And now Guangming has cut it down to 7. But Yanes has other plans. Akinyedi thwarts them. Pareñas putting his foot on the gas pedal, but losing it to the Generals. Villarente will finish on that fast break.
Isa yan sa mga dapat iwasan nila. They have to protect the ball at all times. Kasi like EAC Generals, talagang if there's a chance to run, they will run.
And an end one here for Victor Akinyedi. Finally earns a trip to the free throw line off a finished shot. Arnejo now will check in for Guangming. Uupo muna dito si Kent Pareñas.
Right now, mix ang nakikita natin, mas may factor si Akinyedi in terms of their offensive end for the GMC.
Pero in terms of rebound efficiency, parang lamang pa rin ito si Ihebem.
Yes.
Gets better position.
Pero meron kang kasi dalawang FSAs eh. So
Yeah. You have the luxury of choice here.
The more help you have,
The better.
the better.
Overshoots that 3. Could not finish there was EAC.
Wow.
And Lactao-Tao again with the tough shot.
Yes.
Corner 3 nung una. Ngayon, short stab naman sa ilalim.
Coming from a Euro.
In the corner, Art Cosa. Back to Villarente. Trying to look for the open man here. Good defense by Guangming. Contested 3 by Felix. Could not convert. Guangming now trying to looking to attack this fast break. Lactao-Tao tries to kick it to Orias. Pero
Minsan
hindi nagkaintindihan
Yeah,
doon.
minsan pag nandun ka na.
Kailangan na i-take eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero for them, I think gusto pa nila ng isa pang extra pass.
Timeout will be called now for the EAC Generals. 31-26. 5-point cushion here for EAC. We'll be right back for more Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup action. Now Guangming has seen their lead slowly disappear here. Sorry, EAC has seen their lead slowly disappear as Guangming knocks on the door here in the second quarter. With about 5 minutes past, what has Guangming done here against EAC to efficiently cut into this lead, Nico?
I think they've been more aggressive in terms of finding the perfect person to cut the lead. I mean, they're not relying on their individual skills eh. So, more of a team effort ang nangyayari dito sa Guangming, which is yun talaga dapat ang ginagawa
Dapat
nila.
naman.
Magandang nangyayari dito for Guangming is even though may open shots itong EAC Generals, nako-contest sila kahit konti. That's why nakakuha sila ng rebounds and eventually nakaka-run sila. We saw Black Tao Tao hitting a Euro from a fast break. So malaking bagay talaga na nakakadepensa ang GMC dito.
Running into a bit of trouble was EAC but being bailed out by that last foul. Jacob carving out space against Orias. Window shopping on a Saturday.
And again, ulitin ko yung sinabi ko kanina, Mix, na positionless na talaga ang basketball in today's generation. Nakita natin doon. That's your position for player.
Yeah.
He dribble.
Putting the ball on the floor
Yeah,
and getting that floater.
He dribbles and then step back. Bordering. So lahat talaga ng skills, magagamit na talaga.
Required na kasi talaga lahat
Oo.
yan. All the way from ball handling, IQ na lang ang nagiging test dyan. So how can you read passes from the post? How do you read passes from the three-point line? In transition, how do you read those breaks?
Yes. I am agreeing you 100% on that.
Parang IQ na lang yung nag-iiba eh.
Oo.
That's the only difference. And of course, makakabisado mo yung mga play. Buena Obra sinks that second free throw, puts them to within 5.
I think I also want to notice, malaking factor din sa offense nila ito si Buena Obra. He didn't play on their last game dahil ata sa injuries.
Yes. Excellent high-low play there, but overshoots it on the third chance, could not convert. Buena Obra, binit-bit na kaliwa, wala. Orias on the cleanup.
And again, we are saying every time na may chance tumakbo ang GMC, they will run.
Yanes at the top of the key, trying to carve out space. Nagsumbong kay Kuya Jacob. Hook shot is good.
We're seeing a different GMC energy right now.
Laktao Tao waiting in the wing. Contested shot, almost gone in. The Generals looking to attack here. Villarente, left wing all the way to the hole. That was Andre Doria, a part of their first string in the NCAA League. Itong si Andre. Walang pumigil sa kanya doon on that drive, Arnejo.
Yeah, and we can see what happened there was that's the effect of the flex motion. Nag-expect na ng screen yung defender.
Dinerecho niya.
Oo, dinerecho, hindi gumamit ng ng screen.
Laktao Tao just missing on that short distance shot. Nagbababa na naman at the post. And there's the play, cutting down to the paint and gets that floater to go. Up by 9 again. Buena Obra, ang bilis ng bagal. Pero hindi nakuha yung floater na yun. Kontra-tiyempo eh.
Yeah.
Nakakuha na siya ng bangga, pero medyo short lang dun sa floater na yan.
And we're seeing again Stephen Ihebem coming in for the GMC. Kailangan na nila dito kasi lumobo na naman ng 9 points ang lamang ng EAC Generals dito.
But still a lot of basketball to be played here na hindi pa nagtatapos yung first half, so definitely na kayang-kaya pang bumalik.
Yes.
Itong GMC squad na to.
We've seen a lot of miracles in the basketball world. So dito pa lang masasabi natin na this is not yet the end.
Substitutions coming in. Shanoda and Ochavo will be coming in for Jacob and Villarente. The Giant Killer subs back in for 1.5 minutes remaining here in the second. Excellent play inside. getting the defender off guard. But too strong on that corner 3. Shanoda scraps for that rebound.
Masipag din
Like it's
itong,
the last ball on earth.
masipag din talaga to si Jacob Shanoda.
Ochavo down underneath. Good defense by the Flying Dragons. Swarming that second chance. Buena obra. Goes to Depoyart. Floating shot, a bit too strong. Blocked at the apex.
And yes, makikita natin dito yung eagerness din talaga ng GMC ng Guangming College na kahit hindi sila nakaka-convert, they still trying their best to get the rebound, to get the second chance. And eventually, ayan, meron pa silang isa pang chance dito to cut the lead of the AAC Generals.
Now Guangming will be inbounding here with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Both teams in the penalty. Tries to get it to Ihebem. Ihebem gets it to himself, but the EAC Generals just crowding that paint once Stephen gets it. Pecolera, running shot. Short, but both Flying Dragons crowding the boards, but Shanoda emerges victorious.
We can see the yung we're seeing right now is the activity of Jacob Shanoda crashing the boards, boxing out ni Stephen Ihebem. And you can see kakapasok nun niya kanina ni Stephen, he's now going out. So makikita natin dito yung luxury ni Coach Paul Ramos na I have 2 FSAs. Tignan natin kung sino mas effective on offensive or defensive end. So madami talagang experiment pa ang ginagawa ni Coach Paul Ramos dito.
Shanoda coming from that rebound, na-foul siya dun, so second free throw now for Jacob. Gets that second one. Guangming looking to push the attack. And on the other side, walang nagbantay.
Yeah.
Doon kay Stephen Balisi.
Early offense for the Guangming College.
Lead cut down to 6. We'll be right back after the Generals timeout.
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
The Generals have now talked it over. And now back to the continuation of the second quarter here between the Generals and the Guangming Flying Dragons, as Guangming finds themselves down by 6 after the Generals run, both teams in the penalty. It's been a showcase of defense so far, Nico, for both of these squads.
And I'm seeing yung AAC Generals, they've been good in defending Stephen Ihebem.
Na-check nila eh.
Na-check nila
Itong
for
si Stephen.
3 points. 3 points pa lang si Stephen Ihebem dito.
And uncharacteristic of the FSA from Guangming. So Akinyedi, ginajuggle sila dito. Shanoda hits the floor. I believe that's gonna be a foul on Jomari. Might be a foul on Pecolera. Yep. That's a foul on Jomari Pecolera. So 2 free throws here for Jacob Shanoda.
Yes, ayaw magpasil ni Pecolera dun. And for me, kung gusto manalo ng Guangming dito, they should. Kailangan nalang gisingin si
Ihebem.
Oo.
Yep.
Kasi right now, kumbaga, nakikage siya ng EAC Generals with 3 points.
Well, monsters are caged.
Yeah.
Yun naman talaga yung kailangan gawin as EAC gets another opportunity. Game clock turned off. Sorry, shot clock rather. Ochavo double teamed at the top of the key. Omandak loses it. And that's gonna be a shot clock violation rather on EAC.
Yes.
Guangming still has about 5 seconds to manufacture a shot here. Some last second substitutions here for Guangming. Arnejo will check in, so will Hamias.
Yeah, situational substitution for Coach Paul Ramos. Putting in Lactao Tao for the last 4 seconds.
Pecolera gets it across. Akinyedi. And that's going to be tapped away by Kyle. Good last-minute defense there from EAC. Guangming trying to look for that plan of attack pero hindi lang nag-materialize. 41-34 is our score coming into the end of the first 20 minutes of play for game number 1 between the EAC Generals and the Guangming Flying Dragons. A showcase of defense from both of these squads. Full court press after half court pressure is the name of the game so far. We'll be right back for more action for the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT saya all. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger, only TikTok, only ML, only chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT. Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet. Get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
No worries dahil only ang saya TikTok, only ML, only chikahan, plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT. Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Enjoy high-speed internet with one of Smart's best ever promos. Whether you need big data on a budget or worry-free Unli internet, get these Smart Wi-Fi promos today.
My future.
Right? What's the plan? I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
We started ang family business talaga namin. Talaga sari-sari store ang negosyo namin. So sa sari-sari store namin, same building, meron kaming on the side na dress shop. Yan ang sabi ni Mama. Dress shop, hindi pa to sports. I mean, nagagawa lang kami, nagre-repair lang kami ng mga damit. From there, may pumunta sa kanyang friend or client na nagpagawa ng parang how many pieces of t-shirts. So from there, yung makina niya, kaya naman gawin yung shirt, doon na nag-start yung paggawa niya ng uniforms. Kung paano yung sinimulan ni Mama, siguro yun pa rin naman yung nararamdaman namin. Pero in a different perspective na. Talagang pag nanood ngayon tayo ng TV, when we watch yung different sports, kunyari nanood tayo ng basketball, makikita natin yung PBA. Pag nanood tayo ng volleyball, makikita natin yung LGR. Iba na yung pakiramdam na yung brand is overall, nakikita na lahat.
No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT Saya All. May only FB, only IG, only Messenger.
Here we are at the start of the second half. Looking at the stats so far, Nico, kung ano yung nag-unfold dun sa first half. When you paint us a picture?
Yes, I think isa sa mga factors dito na mas efficient in terms of scoring tong EAC, kaya sila mas may malaking lamang. And masasabi natin yung motion of offense nila mas fluid against GUANG College. Kaya meron din silang 9 assists in difference with 5 assists for GUANG. Mas fluid yung offense nila. That's why they have this 7-point lead. And pwede rin natin sabihin na mas careful sila in terms of having these turnovers since mas konti yung turnovers sila against the Guangming College.
And in terms of the turnovers that they forced, no, Guangming forcing 3 more turnovers
Yes.
than Emilio Aguinaldo. And in terms of overall field goal efficiency, halos magkatapat lang. Taking a look at the top scores so far, Castillo and Shanoda and Jacob, all with 7 points for EAC. On the side of Guangming, 8 for Lactao-Tao, 7 for Akinyeri, and 6 for Gerald Buenaobra for the Flying Dragons.
Yes, and we're not seeing the names of Joshua Hamyas and
Not yet.
Steven Ihebem dito sa top scorers ng Guangming. And we still have 20 minutes of we have 2 quarters, we have 20 minutes of basketball. So madami pang adjustments ang mangyayari dito. And I hope Steven Ihebem will have more touches dito sa second half natin.
And we overheard Coach Paul Ramos and their last huddle, no? They want to execute this flex offense similar to EAC. So tinanong kita kanina, Nico, ano ba ang counter sa isang flex offense? Kasi isa sa mga, bilang isang manlalaro lang na enthusiast sa mga larong subdivision lang, ano ba yung counter dyan sa flex offense?
Well,
Kasi baka susunod na barangay liga namin, flex offense yung gawin eh.
Well, for me, one way to stop the flex offense is putting up a zone. Kasi ang flex offense dito is you just have to move the ball around. So if you're doing the zone, mas mako-contain mo konti yung flex motion.
But
And
both teams going with man-to-man
Yes.
defense, no? Both EAC and Guangming. Ever since tip-off, naka-man-to-man na sila. Why do you think that is?
Yes, I think ang ano kasi ng flex motion is walang tama at mali dito sa offense na to eh. So
Unless mag-turnover.
mag-turnover. So dito lahat ng options pwede mong i-run. So
Pwede
I
ka
think
mag-drive,
they're-
pwedeng
pwede ka-
perimeter shot.
Yes, pwedeng dribble drive, anything. So
And there's the extra touch to Ihebem, but just overextends through the ring.
so makikita natin dito na magkakaroon ng more touches si Hamyas tsaka si Steven Ehebem. Yun nga lang, hindi nagkaroon ng conversion.
Shanoda again inhales this rebound for EAC. Back to running it, but Kinal, wala yatang signal between Shanoda and Kinal. Hindi
Yes,
nagkaintindihan yan.
nagkaintindihan. And again, we're seeing a full court pressure for the EAC Generals. Na yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Paul Ramos din nung huddle nila sa halftime na he's so sure na magkakaroon ng pressure.
Ng butas,
defense.
yeah, also. Oh, Orias, I thought he got away with the traveling,
Yeah.
but apparently, foul ang nabigay ni Shanoda dun. And if anything, no, aside from a talent matchup, we're gonna see an intellectual matchup between
Yes.
Guangming and DAC. Both teams priding themselves in the flex offense. Both teams priding themselves in their defensive pressure.
Yes.
Yung pagbigay nila, I mean, in terms of their mother leagues, ito yung ginagawa nilang training ground eh. Na
Yes.
trial by fire talaga. Treating each possession like it's the last.
Yes, katulad nga ng sinabi mo kanina, it's all about how you react on the situation na magkakaroon sa play na yun.
Kasi when do you recover?
Yes.
When do you set the screen? When do you switch? Ito yung tinetest sa mga batang ito. Kasi kahit ang tatangkad ng mga yan, baka nakakalimutan natin mga bata pa to.
Yes, totoo yan.
Wala pa yan sa age ng PBA.
I
Wala
will
or
agree.
NBA. Oh, that's a clear offensive foul against Kinal. Yep. Kitang-kita. That happened right in front of us,
Yeah.
Nico.
And again, si Parenas from their last game, isa to sa mga nag-create ng disruption sa offense ng St. Dominic eh. So right now, ang nakikita natin dito is every time na may chance siyang magkaroon ng factor, ginagawa talaga ni Parenas, ni Kirk.
Parenes, a streaky shooter, also a very reliable slasher. Ihebem takes a 3 of his own. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Extending his range is Stephen Ihebem. That's something you don't see every day.
Yes. And again, kahit yung mga teammates nagulat dun sa attempt na yun. And again, we're seeing more touches for Steven Ihebem. So,
That got them to within 2.
yes.
They were down by 5 earlier. Now Lactao-Tao also will be checking in for Guangming as Shanoda finds himself at the line.
That would make 6 points for Steven Ihebem and 9 points. Oh, 8 points for Jacob Shanoda. Dahil na-shoot na niya yung first free throw niya. Actually, ang missing na lang talaga dito, Meg, si ano na lang. Joshua Hamyas, hindi
Yeah.
siya nagpaparandam in terms of in the offensive end.
Lactao has made his presence felt, but
Yes.
we might be forgetting isa sa mga mainstays ng GUANG. Ito si Jomari Pecolera.
Yes.
We know that he can score in bunches. One of the biggest problems ng mga teams na kumakalaban sa GUANG yan.
Actually.
Etong si Jomari na
And
I'm
we're
not
not seeing him on the floor kasi.
right now. Yeah, maybe not. Lactao dribbling away from trouble. Pareñas.
Oh, nice
Excellent
pass.
pass to Orias. Yun yung tinetrain ni Coach
Yes.
Paul Ramos.
Yan ang ini-impose si Coach Paul kanina sa halftime huddle nila. They have to be very intellectual in terms of making decisions.
Parang if you see a good shot, look for a better one.
Yes, he doesn't, sabi nga niya kanina, he doesn't mind if force mo yung tira mo as long as it's within the offense.
Yes. Ochavo, nowhere to go against Ihebem. Just twice his size, but now saying that it's off Ihebem.
Yes. Pwede kong sabihin na itong si Kyle Chavo at tapang nga tao.
The referee's whistled though, that's Guangming ball.
Okay.
Let's
Tao
take a
lang.
look though. Tao lang din.
Tao lang. Kaya naman.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be a timeout by EAC. Papag-usapan muna din ng referee siguro ang last na possession na yun. 2-point lead for the Generals. We'll be right back for more action. Coming from this EAC general timeout, they're just up by 2 now against Guangming with 7 minutes remaining in the third. And it looks like it will be EAC ball.
Yeah, EAC ball.
Oh, and Angeles tried to go for a gimme, but napayungan kagad ni Ihebem. Oh, he's on the floor. It looks like he's wincing a bit.
Nakaapak yata ng paa si Stephen.
Medyo mahirap hindi makaapak kung size 20 yata sapatos mo. But then again, we hope he's okay. With a slight limp here, Stephen. Something you would not want to see, especially if you're a Guangming fan. So Victor Akinyedi muna magpapasok para kay Stephen. Hopefully he's okay. Baka mamaya makakuha tayo ng report sa ating courtside reporter, Bianca Tagarda, kung ano yung nangyari dito kay Stephen Ihebem.
Yes.
But most likely nakatapak siya no? on that rebound play.
Yeah, kasi nagpasab agad siya eh.
Yeah.
Yung iba yung pinapagpag lang yun, pero siya nagpasab agad.
Full court press here for EAC, but broken with ease by Guangming. Oh, and Depoyard sees himself open. That's a good shot already, even though it's early in the shot clock.
Oh, that's his second personal foul. Magkakaroon ng problema dito ang Guangming College if the fouls will pile up for Mr. Akinyedi.
Castillo trying to look for an open man. Doria. Now Tolentino will reset. Quick double here from Guangming. Nakikita natin a slight difference in defense here.
Yeah.
Oh, and forces a turnover. Lactao finds Balisi but tapped away. Pecolera in the corner. No. Akinyedi tries to battle for it. Doria gets it. Castillo puts the ball on the floor. Up fake out to Tolentino.
Mga bantay ni EJ, parang walang mga sariling emosyon. Pag pumigsik talagang nafi-fake out eh. Parang once he do a move, nakokontrol niya kung ano yung magiging outcome ng defender.
That looks like it was tapped out by Depoyart. So EAC will have 8 seconds here. Castillo gets it on the corner. That's his shot.
Yeah.
One of the easier shots that EJ has had all game. Akinyedi runs through Enderun, but could not save the ball enough.
Yeah, and for that fast break, I would say na dapat binigay muna ni Lactaw-Taw kay Peculiera.
Dapat, yeah. They
And
should
then
not have
Peculiera,
rushed it as much.
yeah.
But now it's within 2. We were staring at a 9-point EAC lead earlier. A much more pesky scheme here from Guangming. Castillo, top of the key jumper, taking away the space from EJ.
Makikita natin dun yung kahit nag-miss na ng tira si EJ.
Tira pa rin.
Titira pa rin talaga siya. That's the confidence that this rookie has.
Akinyedi trying to back down Doria. Finds Pecolera. Back to the paint, but that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Andre Doria.
Yeah. And we're seeing that they wanted to include more sa offense lang itong FSAs nila. Kasi twice na natin nakita in that possession that they given the entry pass.
Sorry, that's going to be Rico Yanes on the foul. Hands it off to Depoyart. Outside to Akinyedi, finds Pecolera. Top of the key, 3. Yes, sir.
And now they've taken the lead, 43 to 44.
Nakatikim na rin ng kalamangan itong Guangming Flying Dragons.
Yes.
Here comes the double, and there's the turnover. Depoyart against, I believe that was Tolentino, sidestepping through his defense. And now Guangming up by 3.
That's 5.50 run for
Delikado tong Guangming kapag nakakuha ng momentum. Castillo, immediately napayungan ni Joshua. Yanes, corner shot, no good. Good box out there from Guangming. Lactaw-Taw puts the ball on the floor, lefty finish, but could not get it, and ball goes the other way.
yeah, that's the third personal foul for Akinyedi.
That's going to be a foul against Victor Akinyedi. That's a push against the Guangming big man. And papasok muna itong si Orias. Pero substitution will be later on. That was your 3-point shot. Play by Smart Sports. EJ Castillo corner, sinks it in Victor's
Grabe
face.
talaga yung ano nito ni EJ. Ang confidence si EJ. I can say that that's his third attempt.
Oh, and Pecolera immediately leaving EJ in the dust. If you have a jump shot, baka nakakalimutan mo. Ito yung the Tagaytay blur. Ito si Jo
Well,
Marie.
to be honest, ito din isa sa mga narinig ko kay Coach Paul sa kanilang halftime. They wanted to have an early offense.
Pero mukhang EAC naman na nakapag-implement doon. Yanes with an inside shot. Hamyas also set to check in for Guangming. Lactaw-Taw picked up early in the perimeter, trying to go one-on-one against Doria. Akinyedi nainggit kay Ihebem, pero hindi nakakuha ng tres.
Pero again, that shot was in the flow of the offense. So, okay lang kay Coach
Okay lang.
Paul yun.
Yep.
Hindi force, hindi, hindi pilit.
Omandak, that's his shot. Gusto niya talaga yung malayo, but could not finish. Lactaw-Taw on the other side.
Again, early offense for the Guangming College.
Tolentino will set here for EAC. Trying to find Yanes. Yanes in the wing. On the mark, but could not convert. Pecolera puts on the brakes. A little bump onto Akinyedi. Could not finish his Victor.
Wow.
Ayaw niya na mag-assist sa kanya. Gusto niya 4-5. Nakakuha rin itong si Victor.
Grabe yung resilience ni Akinyedi doon, ni Victor. Another steal for the Guangming College.
There's the cross-court pass from EJ. Lactaw-Taw will finish. And Guangming with the offensive onslaught against the Generals.
Yes, and again, from their last game, GMC had 14 steals. So right now, we have to check kung ilang steals ang meron ng GUANG College dito.
Tolentino trying to put his defender in skates. But EAC will keep it after a stop to the play.
Biglang pumutok ang GMC Dragons dito.
Depuyart uupo muna at si Jo Marie Peculera. Papasok itong si Orias Pareñas. Platoon swap for both squads.
Yes.
As we see another juggling personnel with 2 minutes remaining in the third.
AL Generals must find a cure for this GMC run.
Inside, could not finish, was Mac Jacob. Pareñas on to Hamias, stops on a dime, goes window shopping. Top shot by Joshua.
Yes, Joshua Hamias with 4 points now.
Parang larong subdivision na tira yun.
Oo. Kasi nakakita ng board. Gagamitin yung board eh.
Oh, when left alone there was Jacob. Buti na lang, di pumasok for Guangming. And ball will go back to the Flying Dragons. Uupo muna itong si Stephen Balisi. Papasok na naman ang leading scorer ng first half na si Kurt Lactautao.
Yes. Short breather for Lactautao.
Quick double there from EAC, but Pareñas is open. Knockdown shooter. And now the biggest lead for Guangming with 12.
Yan ang leading scorer nila from their last game.
Oh, mukhang pinagpak yung depensa doon ni Omandak, but the pressure is getting into EAC. Hamias dribbles away from the defense. Shot clock reads 14. Lactautao runs out of real estate, and that's gonna be a travel.
Yeah, that's a travel.
Nagalaw niya yung pivot niya eh.
Yes.
Nalito din ako dun actually sa move na yun.
And for that possession, hindi nila masyadong inikot yung bola.
Yeah, not
Dalawang
much.
tao lang ang
Nakahawak. That's not what you want to see if you're
Yes.
head coach Noy Catalan. Sorry, head coach Paul Ramos.
But for now, medyo mapapangiti ng konti si Coach Paul with they have a 12-point lead.
Foul is called on Kent Pareñas, trying to knock out EJ Castillo out of his position, and
Yes.
2 free throws here for young Kobe.
Yes, I think this is one of the reasons kung bakit ayaw ng mga coaches ang penalty, because papatay mo yung oras eh, and you have 2 points na ibibigay sa kalaban. So ayaw na ayaw. Nakita mo si Coach Paul Ramos right now na kinakausap yung mga boys na it's either you play defense or you don't really foul. Kasi you're going to turn off the clock eh. So yan, makita natin na both teams can actually have pros and cons pag nasa penalty sila eh. So
Yung nilagay mo pa sa free throw line si EJ Castillo. Yun
with
lang.
9 points.
Now up by 10 is Guangming. Full court press here from the Generals. Hamias all the way to the hole, but that's going to be a blocking foul against Rico Postanes. One of the more physical defenders of the Generals. Actually, lahat naman sila ganun.
Well, yes.
Pero itong si Postanes may extra layer ng elastosin to eh. Parang
Ang
gawa
laki
sa
ng
semento
katawan
lahat
eh,
ng to eh. Which sends Hamias to the line.
Ayan.
Makes the first. Akala ko masastuck yung bola doon sa likod. And once again, for those who have just tuned in, you are watching the continued coverage of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup. You can catch our games live via the www.pusop.com, the Smart Sports Facebook page, the Pinoyliga Cup's Facebook and YouTube channel. Special shout out to our official outfitter LGR, official venue partner ENDERUN Colleges, official ticketing partner Ticket to Me, and of course our valued partners in Eastern Communications, Smart 5G, Buffalo Wings and Things, and Amelie Hotel Manila. Referees rushing to separate Villarente and Orias.
Konting lambingan lang. Just protecting the ball. And again,
Dito kasi hindi natatapos yung Valentine's Day
Oo.
dito sa Pinoyliga. Laging Valentine's Day dito.
lagi
Pero
may lambingan.
hindi na kasi gifts ang love language nila. Dito
Yeah.
physical touch dito.
Oo, physical touch. And again, right now, what what we're seeing is mas may physical touch talaga ang GMC Dragon since mas aggressive sila in terms of defense. Tapos pag nilagay mo sila sa offense, they're more fluid in terms of executing the flex action. So talagang makikita mo na merong nangyari dun sa adjustments na ginawa ng coaches sila dun sa halftime huddle nila.
Nabigyan na nga ng warning itong si Orias ng Guangming for second motion.
Yes.
So kailangan niya na mag-iingat kasi susunod na warning, technical foul na yan.
Oo. There's a difference between protecting the ball and intentions to harm. Oh. What was that?
Interesting shot from Orias. Ba't kaya niya ginawa yun, no?
For them to set the play?
Kasi maybe? Kasi mukhang utos ni Paul Ramos yun. Or I'm not sure, ayokong sabihin na sinabi ni Coach Paul na i-airball yung tira. But let's see what... Mukhang nakapag-set na kagad ng depensa itong Guangming, no? I think that's what the reason was here. Postanes in the corner, no good. Jacob, no good, no cleanup. And no more time here in the third. So it looks like that's exactly what head coach Paul Ramos wanted out of the Flying Dragons. 62-49. Guangming now sitting on a 13-point lead against the EAC Generals. We'll be right back for more action now for the fourth quarter of game number 1. And now the last 10 minutes is upon us between the Generals and the Flying Dragons. It's been a seesaw ball game in the first half, pero mukhang nakitaan na natin nakakuha ng kalamangan. Itong Guangming with a 13-point cushion. What has been the secret behind the success, Nico?
They've been more aggressive in terms of crashing the boards. If they have a chance to run like now, meron na naman silang chance to run because of hard-earned rebound. Mas nagiging aggressive sila. Doon sila nakakaroon ng fuel na makakuha ng fast break is they're rebounding. So makita natin dito, running na naman sila. They've been doing the early offense. Oh, that's a traveling.
They've kept their composure. They've crashed the boards together. They've amped up on defense as well. So on the side of the Generals, what's the counterpunch here?
I think they have to share the wealth. Mas fluid yung offense ng Guangming College right now Pero for them to have this, kumbaga mas veterano na itong mga to. Katulad yan, magkakaroon tayo ng one-on-one plays. I think mas kailangan, mas magkaroon sila ng giggle to find more people to contribute.
And that's gonna be a holding on Joshua Tolentino against Gerald Buenaobra.
Yes, and Guangming College has been doing this without the services of Stephen Ihebem. So I could say na mas fluid sila if walang FSA sa loob.
Buenaobra running into trouble. Lactao now. On to Hamias. Trying to look for the opening. Dribbles into trouble. Finds Shanoda. And that's going to be a jump ball.
And we're seeing right now na mas merong kagat yung defense ng EAC Generals.
Ngayon.
Baka kasi nagkakaroon na ng factor yung fatigue.
Probably.
Ni Kurt Lactao na medyo huffing and puffing na siya.
Hamias, corner jumper, does not connect. And now stepping on the gas is this EAC offense. Tolentino gets it tapped out.
And I think one of the strengths of this person, si Josh Rames, is defense talaga. Mukhang ito ang defensive stopper ni Coach Paul.
Sa likod, Reynel Hugnatan. Pero sa harap, parang length ni Alain Maliksi.
Yes.
Bakod gets it in the wing. Outside again to Tolentino.
Look at EJ.
Welcome to EJ Island.
Wow.
Sabi sa'yo, bumili ka na ng ticket. One way lang yan.
Basta
Pero
talaga nasa
EJ
nasa
Island yan.
perimeter.
Sure yan.
Pwede natin
But good
tawagin
spacing there from EAC. No? They got the shot that they wanted. An ISO with
Yes.
EJ Castillo. He went to work. Wala nang dribble. Dalawang jab lang. Pull-up jumper.
Yes.
And let's see if EAC will run that exact same play again. Trying to get EJ on the back cut. Bakod. Hand off to Tolentino. Good defense here from Guangming. Forcing into a hard shot.
Yeah. That's a back-to-back score for
Joshua Tolentino.
Joshua Tolentino.
Yep.
And again, they've been relying on their individual skills right now for the EAC Generals.
It's been working for them.
Yeah.
As long as they defend as a team,
Yes.
yun pa rin yung magiging secret nila dito. Pareñas. Top of the key jumper. EAC wins the box out.
Dito scary ang ang EAC when they're back against the wall.
Castillo against Hamyas. Trickles down, and that's another shot from Young Mamba. That killer glare. Kapag tinitigan ka, akin ka eh. Para kay EJ Castillo. 64-57, lamang pa rin ng Guangming. Magbabalik tayo for more fourth quarter action in the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
And now with 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, lamang pa rin ng Guangming. EAC looks like mas gumagana para sa kanila yung individual offense but team defense. But Guangming doing everything as a team here.
Yes. Yun yung, I think that's the difference between these two teams. Na hindi ko naman sinasabi na mas may firepower yung kabila. Yung EAC Generals.
Pero personnel-wise.
Yes, personnel-wise. Mas mas labas yung skill level ng EAC Generals dito.
Pareñas disconnecting on that one.
Hindi umangat si dun eh. Parang hinatak pa baba, hindi umangat si Victor dun.
And it's very noticeable kasi siya lagi nagbabox out sa may center area na yun.
Yes.
So this will be a reset for Guangming with 14 on the shot clock. Trying to cage Akinyedi is EAC. Pecolera gets the ball, little up fake, and Depoyart with the finish.
Yes. The patience of Guangming College is making wonders for them.
Litaw na talaga. Yeah. Medyo diesel engine kasi itong Guangming.
Yes.
Hard starter talaga to eh. But if they get that momentum, mga second quarter, medyo prone pa mawala yan in the fourth eh.
Pero nakita natin dito in today's ball game that they've been relying sa team effort talaga.
Which should be.
Yeah.
I mean, once they go back to the Mother League and the UCBL, that's something that they will pride themselves on.
Yes.
Yes, they may not be the most talented personnel-wise, but system-wise talagang mahirap na matalo itong Flying Dragons.
Totoo. I would 100% agree on that.
Villarrente, hindi nga lang nag-connect doon. Pecolera na ngayon tutulak. Pushing the issue. Lactao Tower runs into trouble. A triple team. Finds in the corner. Three-pointer high arcer. Saved by Joshua. Lactao Tao naman ang gagante.
Wow.
Yes, sir!
The resilience for the Guangming College paying off on that possession. And Mix, makikita natin dun, 5 people.
Ang nakahawak
5
ng
players
bola.
ang nakahawak ng bola.
And that's exactly what head coach Paul Ramos was trying to say, no? If you're head coach Noy Catalan, you'd go with what's working. Na, yes, you're defending as a team. Yes, you exert that full court pressure. Pero parang baliwala yun if di mo nako-convert.
Yes.
Villarente on that 2-up fake shot.
And they should not trade baskets with the
With
GUANG
GUANG
College.
ngayon.
Kasi
Oh, yeah. Behind
settled
ka na eh.
Yeah. And settled sila in terms of in the offensive end.
Yan, look, with much more swagger,
Yeah.
itong Guangming pag nagsiset.
Look at
And
that.
there's another 3.
There's the confidence that's been there. Yun yung confidence na binibigay ng ng motion offense.
Parang
Na
first
everybody-
basket pa kaya ni Joshua eh.
Yeah, everybody can shoot the ball.
Oh, what a play by Jacob Shanoda. Di na nakatingin sa ring. Okay lang, alam niya na.
Alam na niya kung sa papatamahin.
Pecolera playing a bit of solo ball on the right wing. Pecolera swings it to Kurt.
Taw again.
Inside to Victor. Ganun talaga, pag tatlo lang nakakahawak. EJ, bit of a sidestep.
Wow, EJ
Might have-
Castillo.
That kind of looked like a travel.
Yeah.
Not sure about that.
Papapirma ko sa iyo yung notebook ko ngayon. Shoot mo yun. Napakahirap.
Hirap nun.
Yeah, napakahirap nun. Ganun.
Ginagawa ko yun kapag grade 3 kalabang ko. Pero pag mga ganito, hindi kaya. Laktaw-tao, dribbles into trouble. Still a bit more time for Guangming here. Oh, but overshoots it.
Ito yung
badly.
ayaw mangyari ni Coach Paul. Nagsasarili na yung
Tolentino to Shanoda. Head coach Paul should probably call timeout here to kill some momentum, but EAC is loving this run.
Yes.
4 minutes is still an eternity.
Yan ang gusto nila na magkanya-kanya.
Mismatch here between Laktaw-Tao and Castillo. Sinagasaan lang, pero there's the second wall. Shanoda. Inside to Tolentino. Extra pass.
Oh!
That should have been a 3-second
3
call.
second.
Was it? Yes, it was. I'm not sure about that extra pass by Bakod. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, dapat tira na. Pero
Dapat tinira na yan.
with the presence of Victor Akinedi,
Ang hirap tumira eh.
mahirap din. Di mo alam kung paano may titira yan pag lalo na pag wala kang buwelo. And again, what we're seeing right now is Guangming College is trying to parang take yung advantage with EJ Castillo guarding Kurt Laktaw-Tao, which is nawawala yung flow ng offense kasi nakikita mo na kaya ni Kurt yun, pero yung motion ng offense stagnant eh, nakatayo lang sila, they're just watching Kurt do his thing. Ano nangyayari? Merong help defense na nangyayari, that's why nakakaroon sila ng turnover. That's 2 possessions, I think that's 2 possessions where they tried to get the advantage pero
Hindi nga nila na-take advantage.
Yeah. Yung advantage naging disadvantage kasi 2 layups yung nangyari.
And I think EJ was confident in the help defense.
Yes,
They
alam nila
saw na pwede siya magsumbong kay Kuya doon sa loob.
And I think nasa plano nila yun na kukunin yung advantage na yun.
Akinyedi, second serving, third serving
Wow!
now. It takes 2 rebounds. And 5 seconds for this guy to score.
Yes.
Hindi ko pa yata nakikita sa Akinyedi na straight off a pass.
Yes.
Nakakascore eh. It takes like a few shots to get this motor running.
Mas mas madaling kumuha ng rebound kaysa kumuha ng assist.
Pero magiging problema yan sa Guangming if, yun nga, nakaharap sila ng isa pang team na may FSA. Yun yung magiging trouble nila dito. Because kapag nakaupo si Ehebem, tapos hindi siya masyadong aggressive, parang nagiging all local basketball na rin eh.
Totoo.
Yeah. And there we go, another 3 for EAC. That was Nico Kinal.
Yeah, really,
Naman.
yeah, that's the first basket of Nico Kinal, isa sa mga veterans. And I think one of the key factors is if they want to win, kailangan yung veterans sila mag-step up.
Hindi pa pwedeng bumitaw yung Guangming dito, but a general on the floor, I'm not sure who this is. I think this is...
What happened?
I believe this is Brian Angeles.
Yes.
I'm not sure what happened on that last one. Parang from the half court kasi binababa yung Guangming dito.
Yeah, they're asking for a review.
Parang nawalan siya ng hangin dun eh.
Oo.
I think he was holding on to his abdomen area. I'm not quite sure.
Oo, pero ngayon umahawak na siya sa bandang tuhod niya.
Pero the medic will be checking in on Brian Angeles here.
Ayan, no?
Oh, he's holding onto that lower body part.
Yes.
Body area rather, no?
Okay. Hindi
Baka
niya
Charlie Horse, possibly.
Pwede.
Na,
Sana yun lang. Nothing serious.
pero ang intense na Charlie Horse nun, no?
Oo.
Na
Kasi hindi
hindi
niya mailagay. Hindi niya malagyan ng weight.
Tapilok, possibly.
Hopefully not. Para
I mean,
kahit
kakapasok lang
Yeah.
yata nito ni Brian Angeles. And looks like the review is done by the referees here.
Yeah, and again, if EAC Generals wants to win this game, kailangan mag-step up na right now nila Nico Quinal and
Yep.
Jacob Shanoda, since they've been the veterans of this team.
But also two of the players na hindi natin nakita, no? Itong si Jude Bagay tsaka si Kyle Ochavo.
Yes.
Oh, it looks like he hit his knee there.
Oo, tuhod sa
Yep.
tuhod. Masakit
Tuhod sa
nga
tuhod
yan.
yan. Iron sharpens iron yun eh.
Oo. Masakit nga yan, tuhod sa tuhod.
Parang nagbanggaan dalawang diamante dun eh. But it looks like it's gonna be AEC ball. Obviously, we hope that Brian Angeles will be fine.
Yes.
But the game will continue with about 3 minutes remaining.
With the lineup of Guangming College, medyo malaki sila dito with Kurt Lactautau guarding EJ and Joshua Hamias guarding Nico Quinal.
And of course, the automatic mismatch ni Victor Akinyedi.
Yeah. Oh,
But that's
a
a
three-pointer.
big three by Quinal. Huge shot by Nico.
Yan talaga ang ano nila, shooter nila.
Crunch time now for both of these teams. Pareñas hangs in the air, but could not get it to convert. Lactautau, fake. Hamias resets. Pareñas against Ochavo.
Nice defense by
Ochava
Kyle.
stays on him like white on rice. Balisi
Oh!
running over Ochavo. Big shot by Stephen.
Clutch.
But they have to get back on defense. Castillo hands it back off. And these last 2 minutes brought to you by Smart 5G. Could have been a big shot by Nico.
Oh!
But a 3-point play the hard way for EAC. Back-to-back threes for Nico Quinal. And off to the free throw line now is Jetro Bacud. Sorry, is Mac Jacob.
Yes. And again, they've been trying to take away the inside presence in terms of defense kay Victor Akinyedi. That's why they got that second chance.
And it looks like mas defense na yung priority ng EAC. Nilabas si EJ Castillo, pinasok itong si Rico Pustanes.
Yes.
And he misses it.
Goodness.
Lactautau cleans it.
Okay,
Still a two-possession game here.
Yes, for Guangming College to win this game, kailangan maging ano sila dito. Patient enough to not to lose the ball.
Ochavo almost with a steal there. Pustanes trying to chase that ball down like it was the last drop of water on earth. Depoyart papasok para kay Stephen Balisi and mag-uusap muna etong kupunan ng EAC Generals. Sorry, ng Guangming rather, as head coach Paul Ramos calls timeout. We'll be right back for more action. Stay tuned, mga kaliga. We'll be right back. Coach Paul Ramos has just called timeout and they've talked things over. The Generals gaining confidence, gaining momentum against this Flying Dragon squad. But kung magbabalik tanaw tayo, Nico, no, kung titignan natin yung nangyari in the first 3 quarters of play, EAC was in the driver's seat the whole time.
Yes, and again, it will always fall under the effort of the GMC. Yung ginawa nilang patience dito, katulad niya 3 seconds.
That was a risky pass by Lactao Tao, but looks like they did not have a choice. Yun naman talaga yun. Shot clock violation now. Pareñas papasok for Pecolera. Interesting substitution here for head coach Paul Ramos. And the timeout now will be called by EAC. More breaks to come right up, 75-71. Stay tuned.
Only TikTok. Only ML. Only chikahan. Plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT. No worries dahil only ang saya will TNT saya all. May only FB. Only IG. Only Messenger. Only TikTok. Only ML. Only chikahan. Plus data for all apps and sites. Sulit talaga, kaya lipat at load na sa TNT.
EAC and Guangming. Kanina si Coach Paul Ramos yung nauna. And ito naman si Head Coach Noy Catalan. With 1.5 minutes remaining here in the 4th, Nico, ano ba yung key pointers ng each team dito para makakuha ng panalo?
For me, for the GMC, for GMC to win, wag nilang bigyan ng kahit konting momentum itong EAC Generals. And for EAC Generals, kailangan na nilang gumawa ng kahit na konting pressure. Katulad niyan, para manalo sila.
Ochavo passing out of the shot. Postanes. Big if it goes. No, Akenyedi. A man amongst boys, but he's on the floor. And there's the safeguard by Victor.
Yes.
Ochavo just tried to yank that ball out of Akenyedi's hands.
Hinihintay niya kung saan pupunta yung bola. And again, for EAC to win, they have to convert even the free throws. Kasi 4 points lang to.
And both teams are not in the penalty yet.
Yes. Yun yung magiging mahirap kasi if you're going to have a fouling game later on, mahihirapan sila to mapunta sa penalty. Kasi dalawa pa lang, I think 3 na yung nila.
Guangming has 2 fouls to give. EAC with 1 foul to give. And offensive foul against Kurt Lactao-Tao.
Yeah, ito naman for the Guangming College, ito yung dapat iwasan nila na mapunta sila sa penalty.
This is dangerous now for Guangming. No? With 1 minute remaining. But Lactao-Tao just floored Postanes.
Yes, ito yung ito yung I could say that ang gusto ng Guangming, parang tumatagal yung oras eh. Gusto nila matapos na agad yung game for them to survive this game.
Last minute sub here. Castillo checking in for Postanes. And he'll be inbounding here.
Yes. Look at Lico Canal.
Kinal, big if it goes. A bit too strong. Battle for the rebound. And ball goes back to Guangming.
Good stop for the Guangming College.
Huge stop.
Yes.
But EAC still has a chance here.
There's a sub.
Lactao-Tao gets it across to Hamias.
They have to be patient dito with 50 seconds remaining.
Hamias is trying to look for Pareñas. There's the double handoff. Loses his defender. Corner shot, Depuyart within the system. And Hamias just swallows that rebound. But another chance for GMC.
Kay Pareñas bumagsak
But the ball is loose. Ochavo gets with it. Depuyart with the end one. What a sequence of events for Guangming. The ball was loose 3 times.
Yes, doon natin makikita yung eagerness talaga nila to get the ball, even the rebound. Ang nag-aagawan doon, dalawang magkakampi.
Hamias looking like a wide receiver.
Yes.
On that pass, on that rebound rather. So Depuyart with a big end one here. A chance to put it away.
7-point lead.
That could be the nail on the coffin here. And
Yes,
this
but
will force Coach Noy Catalan will call one more timeout. We'll be right back after this. After these messages, 7-point lead for EAC. The penalty with about 30 seconds remaining. Guangming with one more foul to give. Hindi na nakagawa ng momentum itong EAC squad na to. No? They were trying to mount a comeback. Pero after that end one by Joshua De Puyart, that might have been the nail on the coffin.
that is a 7-point lead with 33 seconds. Madaming pwede mangyari, Migs.
Still a chance for
Yes.
EAC, but they have to come up with a comeback.
Yeah.
Kinal got 2 back-to-back threes earlier. Also, the hot hands of EJ Castillo. They also have Omandak. Actually, everybody can shoot on this EAC lineup right now.
There's an elevator.
Kinal
Final.
with another 3, no good. Trying to strike while the iron was hot.
It was a good play for them. Dalawang possessions na elevator ang ginamit nilang offense.
But the screens proving to be not enough against this Guangming offense. Pareñas trying to waste away the time. Hamyas, no good on that one. It looks like EAC will be going for the last shot. Kinal
Yeah.
and the Guangming College Flying Dragons.
Ganda ng bawi from St. Dominic's unfortunate loss. Talo sila with St. Dominic pero ang ganda ng bawi nila dito.
78-71 was the final score as the Flying Dragons defeat the Pinoyliga Next Man Cup champions and put a win in their column for the first game of our triple header today. We'll be coming right back after these school hymns. Stay tuned. Player of the ball game was Victor Akinede with 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists in this Guangming College victory against the EAC Generals. Coming right up, game number 2 between the JRU Bombers and the CSB Blazers. Abangan natin yan. And later on, it's between the St. Dominic Pikemen and the Mapua Cardinals for the nightcap for today. Mix Gonzalez here, Nico Arshaga, and Bianca Tagarda calling today's games. We'll be right back for the continuation of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Bombers against the Blazers for our upcoming matchup. See you soon mga kaliga. Stay tuned.